All right, y'all. We back at it again. GMOG Sports TV. You already know what it is. Know it's been a while. I'm consistently inconsistent. I know that I need to make more content regarding my love, my passion, which is boxing. So, again, I tell you guys, for those who follow me for any significant amount of time, you guys would know that I am a busy person. I have a family, right? I have a life, a professional life. I run several businesses, my own business. I do a lot of things. So, um, yeah, it's really hard to consistently make content unless I'm just completely locked in to just make content, which I really have to just gear myself up to doing again. Eventually I'll get there. But anyway, let's enough with the why I haven't make videos consistently. Let's get back to what's going on today in boxing. I've been meaning to talk about Errol Spence Jr. Him getting this eye injury last week. So this is what I wanted to talk about actually regarding this drama that he was supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao, and of course, like I said, Errol got the eye injury, and he's replaced by your Dennis Ugas, all right, who will be fighting Manny Pacquiao. So, I mean, how I feel about it. Like, at first when I first heard the news, I was like, okay, did he get his ass beat in sparring? That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, okay, he got an eye injury, so that means he got some kind of injury during sparring. But all kinds of things have happened. I've heard rumors that the injury was because of a headbutt. I've heard, other things like, he got his injury prior to him, actually getting into this fight because of the fact that when he had the car crash, that was an accumulation of what happened to his eye and his face. And so that wear and tear made it worse when he was doing activity like sparring. So I've heard different scenarios, but either way, I'm going to take it for what it is. I'm going to take it that he's actually injured. I'm going to take it that he has, his eye. I think it was a retina. I believe the official issue was a retina tear in his eye, which is very. I had that. No, I had a cornea scratch when I was like 8 years old. That shit is painful. I was playing for the old school 80s babies. Remember tetherball? I was playing tetherball back in the day, during recess with one of my friends back in the day, and playing tetherball, hit the ball. My friend had these long ass fucking nails, right? His long nails, and then when I was going up for the ball, dude scratched my fucking eye. That shit was so fucking painful. I thought I was going blind, so I had to call my mom to pick me up from school, and I was in so much pain. Went to the doctor, and I had to wear like a patch for like a couple weeks or so like that. So, but yeah, that shit is very painful, man. Very fucking painful. So, but like I said, I'm gonna take the injury for what it is. That he's actually injured, and definitely want to see him back in the ring real soon. The severity of this injury people are talking about. I've heard people say, "Oh, well, we don't know if he's going to fight again." Oh, he'll fight again. This is an eye injury that you can recover from. I recovered from it. Took a couple weeks for it to heal, and with modern technology now, it could be even faster. So, this is definitely an injury that he can recover from, and like he mentioned before, he said that he'll face the winner of Pacquiao versus Ugas. So, and Ugas is no slouch. He gave trouble to who did he fight last? I gotta look up his record again. Find out who Ugas fought. Box rec. Yeah, so he fought Sean Porter. Yeah, he fought Sean Porter. And people saying that he definitely won that fight. So, he gave Sean Porter trouble for sure. But, like I said, Ugas is no slouch. No slouch. Manny Pacquiao hopefully does not overlook him. Seems to me that he is taking this fight seriously. The only issue I have with Pacquiao is the fact that he's been inactive. You know, he hasn't fought in what 2 years. So you know, he hasn't fought since 2019, July 20 of 2019. He's been inactive. So, you know, that ring rust, and he's going back into like a top notch fight. He's not taking a tune up fight or get a stay busy fight or whatever. He's going right back into the Lions Den to fight these top dogs. You know, at 147. So, but we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes. I'm definitely leaning towards Pacquiao, but wouldn't be surprised if Ugas pulls it off, whether it be by points or hey, it could be a stoppage. We've seen Pacquiao get stopped before, so him being stopped is nothing new. But like I said, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Ugas wins, but I'm leaning towards Pacquiao. But as far as Spence, like I said, man, I wish him a speedy recovery. I want him. I want him, you know, back in the ring once he recovers, and I want him. I want to see him fight the winner of Pacquiao versus Ugas. I want to see that fight. So we'll see how that goes, man. As far as his boxing, as far as the welterweight division and how that's going right now, you know, there's a lot of divisiveness within the division. Of course, you have different networks, different entities, you know, staying in one lane, and that's, of course, I'm talking about the PBC, Al Heyman, because PBC fighters like to stay with PBC, the PBC network, and the elk of PBC, and it's like PBC versus everybody else. If there's a T-shirt that would say PBC versus everybody, that's exactly what they're actually doing. PBC versus everybody, right? But yeah, man. I mean, that's the way it is. You have tribalism within boxing. You have, you know, folks who stand for one entity versus another entity, and that basically stunts the growth in boxing, right? That's why these YouTubers and these non-boxers are taking over, going into the sport. Right? I'm talking about the Paul brothers, just fighting folks out of the gate, doing numbers, and getting these $1 million deals, versus, you know, a guy who has to climb up the rankings to get to where he's at, like an Errol Spence Jr. Right? He climbed up the ranks to get to where he's at, pay his dues, and you know, he can basically call the shots. He's the A side, but of course he's injured right now on the sideline. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens when he recovers. So, but anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that. Again, I'm gonna just, like I said, I gotta stay focused and start making more content on my channel. You know, I just made this banner, so I'm gonna make a couple of changes. You know, with how you see me and professionalism with the channel and all that stuff. I'll make some little tweaks here and there. So stay tuned for that, family. Make sure that's my Cash App, GMOGFitness. So you can Cash at me. And that's of course my Instagram, GMOGFitness. All right. Of course, you already know what it is. If you like the content, please subscribe. And stay tuned for more, family. Till next time, GMOGSportsTV signing out. Peace.